What's up, guys? This video will be about arm wrestling rules. The last event, there's been some update in the rules, switched to auto strap after the second slip, reduction in time to 60 seconds instead of 90 seconds between rounds, and the instruction is that you must stay at the table in between fouls and warnings, whatever. So after this last event, I saw an interview with Alexander Muratov and Morozov, and Alexander was being a little bit whiny. They got a great match coming up. I'm really excited about it. Germany's going to be completely crazy. I cannot wait. But I was very surprised by what Robert Baxter had to say, and Arm Wrestling News has it so nicely teed up right here for you. So let's listen to this.
Has warned Devon for his behavior in the Vitaly Laletin match, and he has told everyone that this will not be tolerated in the future.
Is after the false start is called, he was still hanging on and giving back pressure, which was wearing down Vitaly a tiny bit, and so that's going to be called as unsportsmanlike conduct.
When Alijan was asked by Robert...
Okay, so that's the main part of what this video is going to be about. We're going to kind of talk about arm wrestling rules and what it all means. So I have not seen the formal proposal yet. I do not know exactly what the rule change is going to be, but from this very brief amount of information that I have, it sounds like so right now, if there is movement in a referee's grip, or if there is a false start, which is basically the same thing, you are given a warning. And it's important to understand that movement in a referee's grip at East versus West is very different from movement in a referee's grip at, say, WAF. Okay, these are very different leagues with very different cultures surrounding the referee's grip. East versus West has been typically very tolerant of loading, of pressures, so long as the angles don't radically change. Okay, so basically when a match is started, don't move, ready, go. The match is allowed to start so long as there are no major angle changes, the wrist remains straight, the thumb knuckle remains showing, the match is in the center of the table, and then they say that there should be no, overt loading or overt, but this is something that's one of the difficult spots, I think, for the referees already. So long as the match is staying in center, they kind of get a start off. The thing is with arm wrestling is you absolutely have rights to a no-load start. This is whether you're in the referee's grip or not. You never, ever need to match load. If we are about to start a match and the one person's trying to load and the other person doesn't want it, all the person has to do is let their arm go, and the match will never start with load. So right now it's a warning. Now, very interestingly, Robert Baxter has said that, you will receive a second warning, which will result in a foul for continuing to pull after a false start. Now, he also has said it will be a sportsmanship foul. Now, I'll address the sportsmanship issue kind of right away. To my knowledge, there has not been a sportsmanlike foul issued in East versus West to this date. I do not recall there being one. And I have been involved in many places, many cases when, someone slaps somebody or hits somebody, or certainly goes outside the realm of the sporting contest, and there have been no such fouls called. So it's an interesting point to start the sportsmanlike, clear definition of this will be a case where you get a sportsmanlike warning, which will lead to a foul. So right away, it kind of begs me to question a couple things. So if I were to false start, at what point am I expected to stop pulling? Because if I'm starting a match, I'm trying to win a match, and I have false started, at what point is this considered unsportsmanlike? Is it when I'm told to stop? Is it immediately when I'm told to stop? Because normally when arm wrestlers are competing, they're told to stop. There's normally some pressure and tension that remains until the referees really get in there and put their hands on it. So I'm curious to see what exact borders they have for, after a warning or foul is given, and will you continue? Sounds like, will you have the rights to load? Because the simple thing to do as a competitor is, if you've been false started and a warning's been given, you do not have to continue to fight. You can just let your arm go loose, and there is no tension on you. You have choice of tension. So it's very interesting to me, what this shift seems to be bringing about is the potential of less loading, less pressure in any system, which is an interesting shift if it comes about. It also, I believe rules should be consistent throughout. So if this is the case in a false start, is it the same thing in a foul situation? And if I personally were looking at cleaning up the rules further and sportsmanship and all these things, I mean, is it sportsmanlike to, be in a match and intentionally, lift your elbow to get out of a match? Is this sportsmanlike? Is this something that we want to encourage? Anyways, very interesting update from the league. Nothing's written yet. I'll be very curious to see the precise writing and intention of this new warning potentially that's coming about. Quite honestly, if it's about me, I'm flattered. I love it when rule changes happen because of me. I think that's great. But I'd caution the referees, and organization to really think deeply about what they're trying to accomplish, and are they doing it, or are they just making their job more difficult for the referees and for the sports? Anyways, all the best, guys. 18th April. Stay massive.